To call this regular board meeting of the Board of Education for Glendora Unified School District to order at 7:03 p.m. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all.
Make your computer easier to use.
A report of action taken in closed session. There was no action taken. I need a motion to adopt the agenda, please.
So moved. Second.
It has been moved by Mrs. Merkley and seconded by Mrs. Reuter. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. Just as a point of, we have one seat vacant tonight. Dr. Fernando is stuck in an airport in Denver, Colorado, so he is unable to be here tonight. Was hoping to get back. Welcome to all of you. It's really nice to see all the faces, and I'm really excited for the reasons that you're all here, and especially that you gave up a summer night to come be with us. I know you're all probably counting the days till school starts again, so thank you for coming. We appreciate it. With that, I'm going to turn it over to you, Dr. De Leon, for the recognition section.
Okay. Well, we're going to do welcome and introduction. So introductions first. So we're going to hand it over to Dr. DeGrazia, who is going to do us the honor of introducing our new leaders to this district. Dr. DeGrazia.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Dr. De Leon, President Board, members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished guests. Thank you all for being here this evening. It is my great pleasure to introduce the following 6 new administrators to our district. I'm going to start with, and if Tracy, if you wouldn't mind coming up first, Ms. Tracy Vacker, our new Assistant Superintendent of Business Services. Tracy. Tracy has earned her master's in educational administration from Cal State San Bernardino, her bachelor's in workforce education from Southern Illinois University. She spent the last 5 years as a very exceptional executive director for the College Careers and Economic Development Department in Fontana Unified School District. She spent 25 years in financial leadership in different capacities. In addition, she has served as a business finance instructor and part-time faculty member at Cal State San Bernardino. 22 years as a Board of Trustee member for the Moreno Valley Unified School District, and the last 7 for the Riverside Community College District. It's my great pleasure to introduce you and to welcome Tracy Vacker to Glendora Unified. Tracy, welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. What an honor it is to be here this evening. So I'm just delighted. If I could just take just a few minutes just to tell you just how excited I am about coming on and joining the team, our business team. Oh, thank you so much. Awesome. Yep. Anyways, I am just delighted to be here and to join the Glendora team, and I look forward to working with my team in the Business Services Department. With me this evening, I've invited my 2 children who are both teachers in the Moreno Valley Unified School District, Ron and Angela Vacker, and so I'm really happy to have them here with me this evening. They have truly been my inspiration all these years with being involved with education, and they're always like my rock as far as thinking about what's really best for students, and I know that's what we're all here for, and so it's just a delight to be able to join all of you here this evening. Thank you for those kind words.
Thank you, Tracy.
Welcome to you and welcome.
I'd like to introduce next to you Dr. Brian Murray, our new Director of Special Education. Welcome, Dr. Murray. Dr. Murray earned his bachelor's in psychology and his master's in counseling from Cal State Northridge, his PhD in educational psychology from the highly esteemed UC Riverside. That comes from a fellow Highlander. out in Riverside, of course. He spent the last 4+ years as a special education director in San Gabriel Unified. We're very blessed and lucky to have him and his experience that he brings to us here in Glendora. Vast background as a special ed coordinator, program administrator, behavior consultant, psychologist, you name it, he's done it in regards to special education. Very excited to bring him and his experience here to us in Glendora. Dr. Murray.
Thank you. You do a great job introducing me. It makes me feel so important. I just wanted to take a moment to thank the Board of Education and District Administration for giving me the opportunity to serve the students and families of Glendora. I am a former Glendora parent, and I know what a great education that Glendora District provides students. And really, it has laid the foundation for my two kids' successes today. I very much look forward to the start of the new school year, getting to know the Glendora special education community, and more importantly, really supporting our students with special needs. So thank you again.
Welcome.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you. Up next, I'd like to introduce you to the new principal at Goddard Middle School, Dr. Alan Ekverdian. Alan? Alan earned his bachelor's in English from UCLA, his master's in educational administration from Cal State, Los Angeles, his doctorate of education in K-12 urban education and educational leadership from USC. Nice balance of USC and UCLA. Good job, Alan. Way to get them both in. Very smart. He spent several years in the Glendale Unified School District as an assistant principal in all leadership capacities. He's very skilled, very able, very capable. We welcome to the Goddard Titans and Glendora Unified School District. Alan, welcome.
Thank you so much. My wife, knowing that once I'm in front of a microphone, I'm going to go on and on, she said, you better write something. So I wrote something that I'm going to read if you don't mind. So Board President, Ms. Board, Board members, Superintendent Dr. DeLeon, and cabinet members, to all teachers, staff, parents, students, and community members here today with us and watching from home. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to serve the students of this beautiful city. I humbly and enthusiastically accepted the position of school principal at Goddard, and I can't wait to meet and get to know everyone. I've actually met so many of our amazing teachers already, a bunch of them coming over during summer school and during summertime to get their lessons ready and to get their classrooms ready for our students. Amazing. I look forward to learning and growing with our teachers, our counselors, and our staff members, and to partnering with our parents and community members to provide the best and most rigorous academic, social, emotional, and life skills education available anywhere. I truly believe that the incredible transformative powers of a strong public school education can absolutely help uplift individuals, families, and entire communities. My own personal story, a classic American story about the immigrant experience with its many challenges and overcoming challenges that ultimately lead to successes and the realization of the American dream, is just another example and testament to how important and how much our public schools and public school teachers do to shape the lives of our children. The work we do is always important, it is always urgent, and it is always hard. Thank you all, and I look forward to the journey ahead.
Next up at Sandburg Middle School, our new principal is Miss Christy Espino. Christy Espino? Christy previously served, of course, as the Sandburg assistant principal with Principal Mr. Eric Osborne, who's come to do the district on a promotion. We're very excited for Christy to take the helm as the new principal. She earned her master's in education and in educational administration from Concordia. Prior to that, her bachelor's in American Studies from Cal State Fullerton, the Titans. She not only assisted us as the assistant principal at Sandburg very well for the past 3 years. She also served as our Director of Innovation this past year in an additional role in her spare time, right? Last 13 years prior to that, prior to being the assistant principal, she was a teacher at Sandburg. She led leadership activities, including department chairs, ASB advisor, tech coordinator, K-12 articulation and technology adoption committee, and she was the AVID coordinator, to say the least. We're very excited to have her be the lead Spartan and lead the Spartans into new heights and new territory into the future. Christy Espino. Christy?
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. De Leon, members of the board. It is truly an honor to stand before you in this capacity as principal of Sandburg Middle School. As Dr. DeGrazia had mentioned, I've been at Sandburg since 2005, and I feel so lucky to have been able to grow as an educator and as a leader under the direction of amazing administrators and alongside wonderful colleagues. It's because of the unwavering support of the Sandburg community, because of the support of the Board of Education, because of the support of the students, the families, the faculty, and the staff that make us Glendora, that I've been able to grow into who I am today as a person, as a leader, as a parent, as a member of the community. And so I am so excited to continue the work that we have been doing in our efforts to make Sandburg a great place to come to school for all students. I'm excited about the potential to support the district's mission of making sure that all students have a powerful future. And I am so excited to be doing all of this at Sandburg with the people and the families and, in the place that I really love. Aside from the people who are here in the room today, there are administrators who came before me who filled that office and who led by fabulous example. And so I also, want to kind of give a shout out to Michelle Hunter and to Scott Bell and to Eric Osborne, who left amazingly big shoes to fill. But I hope to continue that positive work and continue the trajectory forward and to new heights, as Dr. DeGrazia said. So thank you all so much for the opportunity. And finally, thank you to my family who put up with all of the long hours and the the ridiculous strains that come sometimes with a role such as this. It's worth it. But definitely their support and their love have given me the grace that I need to continue.
Is there someone you would like to introduce?
I didn't bring them this evening. I do have a 3-year-old, my little Joey, and then I have an 11-year-old who's entering 6th grade and a 13-year-old who will be a freshman at Glendora High. So, and my husband who teaches at Goddard. We are a true Glendora family. We're just waiting on little Joey to get into Tiny Tartans when he's ready. But yeah, so I do want to thank them and make sure that they know that they are top of my mind.
Congratulations.
And now to introduce you to the second half of that dynamic duo at Sandburg is Luz Lozano. Luz, the new assistant principal. Luz is the new assistant principal at Sandburg Middle School. She earned her bachelor's in biology and Spanish from Loyola Marymount University, her master's in teaching from Azusa Pacific University. She has spent 18 years with us as a Spanish teacher at Glendora High School. I know many in the room have had her and enjoyed success with her as their teacher. Her leadership experiences at Glendora High School include department chair, they're going to miss you, technology lead, athletic leadership class advisor, spirit team leader, WASP focus group leader, amongst many others. Prior to coming to Glendora, she worked at Montebello High School as a science and Spanish teacher as well. Very excited. Luz was one of our administrative designees over the summer during summer school and was part of our administrative intern program this past year as well. Congratulations and welcome, Luz Lozano. Luz.
Thank you so much. First of all, thank you, Dr. De Leon, board members, for selecting me and giving me the honor to serve the community of Glendora better. As Mrs. Espino said, I grew to leadership and teaching in Glendora. My daughter went through the whole school system here as well. And I am so honored and thankful for you guys selecting me and giving me the opportunity to grow even more in leadership and work along Mrs. Espino and carrying the goals and the vision of the district and really educate not all but each and every student and have the vision and the commitment to get to know all of them and meet them with their strengths and weaknesses. I also would love to thank my former GHS family, who I love dearly. They gave me all the tools to grow in leadership and as a teacher, and I owe a lot of my growth and development professionally to all of them. So thank you, Dr. Brabant, Ms. Norrell, Mr. Tilton, and Eric as well. Thank you all, and look forward to working with you the rest of the year. Appreciate it.
And last but not least, our new Dean of Student Support at Glendora High School, Dr. Courtney Corona. Courtney? Courtney earned her bachelor's in mathematics from Azusa Pacific University, her master's in education from there as well, and her doctorate, EDD, in educational leadership from the same institution, the trifecta, if you will. She has spent the last 6 years as a mathematics teacher and leader for the Walnut Valley Unified School District. Previous to that, she spent 7 years as a math teacher for West Covina Unified. We're excited to bring her services here to Glendora. Courtney, welcome to you.
Thank you. School Board, Dr. De Leon, District Administration, and Dr. Brummett and Site Administration. I am so excited to be at Glendora. I've heard such wonderful things about your district and have gotten to experience them firsthand these past few weeks that I've been starting in my new position. I want to thank you for trusting me and selecting me to fill this role. I'm so excited to support students in this way. Tonight I have with me my son, Roman, and my mom, Michelle. So thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations to all of you, and we look forward to watching your continued growth in excellence with us as well. Dr. De Leon?
Is our recognition section. So at this time, Dr. Kelson, would you like to invite up the folks who are here about the Spartan Garden Initiative?
Thank you, Dr. De Leon, and good evening, everyone. I would like to invite Mr. Osborne and Mrs. Espino to the front to introduce our distinguished guests.
Good afternoon, Board of Trustees, Dr. De Leon, District Administration. Thank you so much for this opportunity to recognize several individuals and organizations that have been supporting us in our farm to school program. So as you are aware, we are working on creating a half-acre farm at Sandburg with several initiatives to impact not only the students of Sandburg, but all students in Glendora, as well as the community. And so today, as an administrative team, we are going to recognize a few individuals. Unfortunately, several of the organizations were unable to send representatives, but we still want to recognize them this evening. So first off, we'd like to thank Art Ludwig and Andrew Waite. Art and Andrew are part of the Rainbird Corporation, and they've been instrumental in our phase one, which is the installation of a professional irrigation system. So this irrigation system was installed this past month, and it's incredible. So we now have running water all over our half-acre garden. So without their help, we would not be this far along in our process. The second group we'd like to thank is Matt Meyer from the Meyer Brothers Landscaping. These are the individuals that actually did the hard work, the digging and the installation, and a great group of guys, and we're really thankful for all of their hard work. Third, we'd like to thank Dave and Jen Bowler from the Bowler Builder Group. They have been instrumental in planning as we prepare for phase two, which will be the building of 27 16 by 5 foot raised planter boxes. And so they've been helping advise us, and also as an organization have donated a substantial amount of help financially and with labor as we enter into our phase two. Finally, we'd like to thank Vipul from Taz Design here in Glendora, a great partner. He has donated a very large colored sign that will be installed in the garden that will show the community graphics of what the garden will look like, as well as a QR code to our website. At this time, I'll turn it over to Mrs. Espino.
Thank you. We are also fortunate enough to have some amazing community members who have taken initiative to step up and help us with this dream of making a Spartan Garden a reality. We have Kelly De La Peza and Flor Nguyen, who are along with their associates, have been integral in creating the landscape design for this new space, creating something that will not only be beautiful but also usable. Those are two things that sometimes are conflicting, but they have done an amazing job at creating a design that will create a space for students, for staff, and eventually for our community to really just to watch things grow and to see the cycle of how things are produced and how they can actually get from farm to school. Yes, and Kelly, if you would stand, please, and recognize, we appreciate you so much. We'd also like to recognize representatives from Plants for the People. So we have Jacob Fry, Jacob Payne, and Matt Joy. They are with us. You go ahead. I see Jacob standing up. They have been just visionary in working with Mr. Osborne in creating the idea and the concept for the garden, working on the goal writing and grant proposals and getting income to come into the project. And they are key to not only the creation, but also the longevity of this project. And so we appreciate their efforts so much.
Thank you.
Yay. Can I say something? I had the pleasure of watching these young men on their Shark Tank type video. And what I really appreciated about you all, there were a lot of really creative ideas. The umbrella, it's been a couple of months now, the umbrella, the sort of mental health magazine, a lot of really innovative and creative ideas. But what I really appreciated about you all is that your model was completely scalable, that you all came up with an idea that you could start right now and you didn't need $12 million to get it going, whatever the case might be. You had a design and a business model where you could get started and you could make an impact in a community right out the gate. And so that's why I thought you all should have won, but for many reasons also. But it really was a pleasure to watch you, to hear you present. You were all very articulate and you thought everything through really clearly. So thank you for bringing your idea to Sandburg, to Glendora, and I wish you a lot of success. I think you will all go very far. You're clearly, as young men, already on a path to some real success. So thank you for choosing us. Thank you for partnering with our school. You make us really proud. Thanks a lot. Woo!
Our friends from Plants for the People.
And Kelly, if you could come up too, please. Picture up here.
How about, can we stand it behind?
Oh, absolutely.
If you don't mind, I'm going to stand it behind you.
Let's look in. You don't have to.
We need to try to, there we go. I am not that tall, so
Such great work.
Jacob, come on up.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Ooh, come on, yeah. Let's get the whole team. There we go.
I think I actually have everyone. Okay, 1, 2, 3, smile so big I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah.
Excellent, thank you.
Thank you all so much. Amazing. Woo! Okay, at this time, I would like to call up Dr. Matt Brummett to introduce his CIF dive champion and coaches.
Good evening, President Borg, Board of Trustees, Dr. De Leon, and Cabinet. This is what we're here for tonight, to celebrate our kids, our favorite thing to do as educators. Our first CIF champion that we're going to honor tonight, obviously, has a special connection to one of our board members. An individual sport is always difficult to win in because it's you against everybody else. And Charlie Reuter demonstrated the heart of a champion in diving this past year, coached by Shelby Gore. After 11 rounds of diving at the Marguerite Aquatic Center, and with a final score of 456.35, Charlie was named the CIF Division III champion. So we'd like to honor Charlie Reuter tonight. Charlie, come on up.
Come on up. There he is. Come on up, everybody.
Come on, Charlie.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Okay, Mom, come on. Wow.
Tell everybody he's a freshman, too.
And he's a freshman.
Very impressive.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Yay. Charlie, we're so proud of you. Yeah.
Sure.
I'm the board member that I guess always says something. While I'm very proud of Charlie and his accomplishments, especially in this challenging year, I really want to recognize Coach Shelby and her assistant coach Malia, who really went above and beyond. And I know all of our coaches did the same thing this year, and Mr. Llewellyn as well. But Coach Shelby really went out of her way to make sure not only all of our divers at Glendora High School had the ability to qualify for the CIF meet, for the championship meet, but she also allowed other high schools to come in so that their divers would be able to qualify as well. And that's what we all really wanted to do this year, and every year, is let the kids play. Let them all have the ability to come and compete and do what they love, and we wouldn't have been able to do it without the leadership of all of our coaches this year. But I want to especially thank Coach Shelby because, she was my kid's coach. So I really, really appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Very well said. And Charlie is a freshman. I forgot to mention that, which means Charlie, we want more titles out of you in the next few years, but no pressure. No pressure.
No pressure, Charlie.
May I ask a question? Did I hear something about him diving in other places in the nation in nationals or something to that effect?
Sorry.
Did I hear something about that?
When you're friends with the people that you work with. Charlie and I just returned from 2 weeks of national championships. He competed in the AAU National Championship in Morgantown, West Virginia, and then the USA Dive, which is, for any of you that just finished watching the Olympics, is the Trajectory, the USA team, Junior National Championship as well. So again, in this year and what we've all gone through, I certainly, and your dad, and everybody up here are really proud of your accomplishments this year.
Representing Glendora High School.
Yes.
How could we be more proud? Congratulations.
Charlie.
Okay.
Alrighty, so we have another group here tonight to celebrate.
Yes.
Very exciting. We never thought we'd have basketball playoffs after graduation, but we sure did. We went into to Marina High School to take home the title this past year. And I think Coach Hamelo and the boys will tell you, it's nice to win championships at home, but beating somebody on their home court, there's something extra sweet about that, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Our team this year, coached by Gordon Hamelo and Cliff Hamelo, had a 24-7 overall record. We were 8-2 in league. And again, we went to Marina High School on the road in their house, and we gave it to them 53-50 to take home the CIF Division 3A title. Let's give it up for our boys basketball team. And I'd like to add, part of the basketball's championship run included a SoCal playoff run where we went to the semifinals of the SoCal playoffs. I know we were a little bit shorthanded with some vacations that were planned well in advance, and our boys battled and competed and did a great job in the SoCal regionals as well. So we're really proud of them. Congratulations to our basketball team and Coach Hamelo. Boys, come on up. Let's get some pictures.
Yay!
Yeah, we're not going to be able to stand behind them.
Yeah, right?
Nice. Congratulations. Woo!
We can.
I don't think I'm getting you.
No, just sit down.
I think on the sides, you guys. Go to the sides. Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, ready?
Just stand here.
All right, guys, congratulations.
We are so proud of you. Nice.
We wanted to thank all of you for getting us on the court.
Oh, you're most welcome. Thank you so much, Coach Amlo.
So Coach Hamlow kind of beats the Christmas tree business, right? You knew I was going to say something. Tell your boys to ask you about that.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Feel free to go ahead and go anytime. Thank you. Eric Bondurant, he's helping us tonight. We had an emergency in our family, our tech family. You guys can go out the side door as well and go that way. Might be a little faster. Side door.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks. Bye.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Nice job. Glendora High School in the house.
Is Tracy gonna stay or is she gonna leave?
She can, feel free to go if you like or stay if you like. It's up to you. Okay. Yeah, we got it. So,
They're all signing, so I got time. They have shirts for you. They have shirts. I think your size.
I got an extra one.
Don't ask me what I was
I'm
thinking.
just saying, I got an extra one.
No, all I had was men's cuts. So
I got a new extra one. I'm like, okay.
So
I have to email Tracy.
Tracy's got
30 people.
Yeah.
what do you want, men's or what do you want?
Go on out and tell them.
You said you said.
Yeah, I said my man.
Okay, perfect.
And oh, Tracy, they have to be. They have to wear their masks and they have to be polite and respectful.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, he was terror on wheels as a teenager.
I just love him to death. Isn't Gordon the best? He is. So we're now going to let 30 people in the room.
Okay.
And we're asking them to be orderly and polite and to wear their masks.
Thank you.
If you are claiming that you have a medical exemption, you can please turn it in to our,
My secretary needs a copy.
oh,
of
the
it.
secretary needs a copy of it as we can be audited. I again need to ask for anyone in here with no mask, we must ask you to wear a mask. If you have an exemption, please bring it up and give it to our secretary who's on the end here so we can have it on file for any kind of audit that we could have from the LA County Department of Public Health. Thank you. And if you don't want to, or you don't have your order, I'd kindly ask you to wait outside.
My medical freedom, you don't need a record of my medical history.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm following the directions of the LA County Department of Public Health. Thank you.
You have no rights to speak here.
You do.
We'll call you in when it's your turn.
Walking around without masks.
We'll call you in when it's your turn, ma'am. We'll call you in when it's your turn.
Well, I'm not wearing masks.
We will call you in to speak. You don't have to wear a mask to speak, but while you're sitting in here waiting your turn, you need to wear a mask, or we need to have a copy of the doctor saying that you have a medical exemption. Ma'am, we're asking you kindly to wait until we call you to speak if you don't want to wear a mask. You're going to have to leave, but you're going to have to leave.
Are we going to leave?
Don't have to leave. Doesn't have to leave.
We would like you to comply with the LA County Department of Public Health orders, which we must comply for. We may be in yes.
It's not a law.
It's a recommendation, and without that.
Okay. Zandra, we're going to call recess.
We are in recess.
Wow, really?
What a cop out.
You're going to need to comply, or we're going to recess.
Come on, Corey, do what's